So he's strong in the mid game, a little bit weaker at the very earliest portions, a little bit weaker at the very latest portion. So keep your eyes on the mid game for the Solar Scarabs.
We'll see if the double dive assassin comp out of Scarabs can come out in game number 1. It's the Scarabs versus the Leviathans. We'll throw it over to Gore and Trelly.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Of course, there's some tiebreaker potential depending on what goes on here. Scarabs, if they can win this set and they have to win it 2-0, then the Levi's will have to stick around a little bit after this to play the Warriors for their spot. If the Levi's can win even just one game, then the plus-minus gets all out of whack. And
like a can of beans over a fire. How
yeah.
about Tiny Tim?
Well, that's the skin, though!
I'm well aware, but they make me think of different style of beans.
So Panatom's ganking the solo lane. He's low, one more auto. That's all they need. Atlas solo, by the way, for hardcore, and he picks up first blood.
Yeah, unfortunately for Scary D, the Lancelot doesn't have too much escapability in that lane just yet. Once you're using your first ability, I mean, you can get on the horse, but you can get knocked off the horse. I don't even think it was leveled at the moment. Certainly go over to the Leviathan. Solo laner, that's just going to help you out a ton. I think at the moment we could be seeing a resurgence, another gank if possible.
Yeah,
and with
pulled
that,
in by the Atlas, and yeah, just a couple of hits.
yeah, once I saw the tether, I was like, there's nothing in Lancelot's kit that gets him out of that tether at that point. When you are this low, level 3, no sort of itemization online, it's just not going to happen. And this is why.
Yeah, Panatom could have chased it down. He's going to give up on that one. Scary D on the other side of the map, though, still getting bullied. Thor's here now, and he's going to change things around. The wall is good, and the damage is there. Scary D takes him to the joust and ends his life.
Yeah, that's going to be a great answer back to that first blood that came to Yarkor. Now Scary D gets credit for the kill, should be able to back up.
Position. And normally it comes at some of a cost, right? Panatom, you lose a little bit with the kills they've gotten. Maybe things go well. Walled off, though. Panatom over to the Afterlife, used defensively in the jungle, rooted out by inbound. And the slows aren't going to work. The tethers only doing so much. The dunk down from Sam. And Scary D confirms the kill. They catch him out in the jungle, and they make sure he stays down.
That's going to be a great answer back, and now Shinto is in a little bit of trouble, holding onto the dash perfectly, but finally is forced to use the beads, and that should be the end of that aggression. We saw inbound pop the med, so I thought maybe a tower dive could have been the possibility.
Get out of there, he has the dumplings.
The delicious dumplings.
Yeah, the delicious dumplings. And he's going to be able to stay alive. Wrong you again, just kind of playing nuisance here. Maybe buying some time for Panatom to get over here. See if they can get on to Stewart, who's low health. Transformation from Wrong You. Leap forward. There's the blink from Panatom. They throw the sickle. They get the damage, and they kill off the carry. Heimdall put down.
Yeah, Stewart goes back, and now Panatom gets himself another kill, and it's going to sit around and just sort of defend the obelisk as Wrong You's going to steal those away as well.
This forward in the build.
Yeah, given the matchup, it doesn't look like there's too much healing. Scary D does not have the ultimate available. Picked up, slammed down, and unless he's got some fancy footwork, should be going down here.
Yeah, oh no, but a res from inbound, so well played. Panatom leaps in, but does not hit Scary D. Damage from Shinto is here. Veronic, Scary, forced into the tier 2. The CC is there. Oh, and they lock down the support. They're gonna get one kill. And unfortunately for inbound, that kill is him.
Yeah, I was just about to say this Toxic Blade, you know, it's going to give you some extra damage and extra anti-heal up against Scary D's Soul Eater, but more specifically inbound. He's went for this meditation in the process, and it doesn't really matter if he gets there first, so you always got to watch out for that.
If Yark hits a 5-man ult, period, I don't care if he steals a gold fear, it'll look good. Zap wants a fight, gets knocked up, the autos are there, inbounds come to save. Thor is here too, but Wrong Use joins the fray. Zap's still going to fall from the hammer from Sam. Now the jousting lot is thrown down, and the damage is there. Shinto dodges some in the wall, but is not able to escape. Scary D finds a kill, and they're able to put down 2 on the Leviathans.
Yeah, 2 for absolutely nothing thus far, and it looks like now the Scarabs are going to head towards that Primal Fury. The rest of the Levi...
Really good initiator for him, and honestly he's been kind of fuego for him, right? 1-0-3. We'll see if it ends up impacting him here. Inbound. Gets taken low. Sam goes for a wall. Hardcore doesn't get the big pull that he's looking for. Cheeto able to dash back between the walls. Leviathans don't seem like they want to take this too heavily. Stewart's low. Zap's rotated in. They're going to pick up the fight. It's going to be inbound. Who's the target? He Scarabs Blessings himself. The apple from the disco comes out, hits Shinto, Aegis used, and the damage dodge. It's gonna be a split fight chasing down Stewart. They find the pop, and Zap gets himself too, but then a double stun from Sam. Double dunk helps them out, and they're starting to turn things around. They've got 2 kills on the duo lane, and it's gonna stay just like that, 2 for 2. Scary D seems to want a little more. Scarabs are going to pull back. They're going to take the tower.
Up against Scary D, it looks like the objective will stop for the time being, but Scary D wants to take this fight.
Yeah, Shinto barely makes it up into the air. And where do you go that's not going to kill you? It's going to be on to inbound. Inbound gets some damage out there. There's the lockdown. Luckily, some health. Maybe a little bit of healing. Shinto gets dunked down on. There's the spin. And there's the kill for Sam. Wall, double hammer, teleport in. And they're looking for the chase now. They've got a good kill onto Shinto. It's wrong you. It's hardcore. 2 Guardians, incredibly difficult to take down. Meanwhile, Pandatom just catches Scary D out on the rotation and kills him in the jungle to make up for what he did to his solo laner, or mid laner.
Lancelot has a ton of mobility, but once that horse is down and once an Osiris starts sticking to you, you're going to have a good time. Zapman, however, is going to take a ton of damage in return.
What they need, Scary D's gone, Sam's back in base. Levi's don't have Fields of Love, but they do have the Gold Fury pull. Less than half health. They're going to leash it. And look for the kill onto inbound. Stun is good. They're trying to find the CC. Pull back from Hardcore, and then a brilliant Heart Bomb finds damage, and the chase down. Pandatom is able to get Stuart. Now Baronic just trying to stay alive, but unfortunately those beads will not get you out of here. Sam tries for the wall, but it won't be enough. That's 4 Scarabs gone.
And the Leviathans have the option to pull this Gold Fury, but they're looking for a little bit more. They want Sam for soccer, and I imagine they could go right towards that Fire Giant. Hardcore actually teleports to right lane, so just that, Zapman drops the ult, but they look like they're not stopping that DPS.
There's going to be the Jousting Stadium brought up by Scary D. Up into the ult is Sam looking for the dunk, finds it on Zap. Zap gets the Aegis, Zap gets the beads, Zap gets the kill, and they're looking for more. They take down 2 Scarabs in the blink of an eye, and they're turning the fight around. They kill off inbound. They're chasing down Baronic, and they're looking for the full-on deicide. It's just the question of if Stuart can get out of here. In the meantime, they get themselves a Pyromancer, and they're looking to run down mid lane, find the end of the game. Stuart goes down, and the Levi's are going to take game number 1.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where Scary D had a good little flank. Sam does hit a huge ultimate, but you're just so far behind. You don't really have the relics down to try and hit a 100-0 combo with Thor. The rest of the team was so split apart. Inbound can't even get a Scarabs blessing off because of how much CC the Leviathans had. I like the map idea, right? I don't think the
maybe it's a little bit easier to execute on some of that dive potential. Otherwise, I like our lockdown against some of these more immobile targets on the Atlantis Leviathans.
Well, we'll see if it's the unstoppable force or the immovable object that's going to come on top in game number 2. Will it be the Levi's? Will it be the Scarabs? Let's jump right in and find out.
Yeah, will the Scarabs be able to punch back? That's the question here for game number 2. Mifflin highlights some of the strength there in their team fight. Of course, with the Cthulhu, what that Mork, and specifically what that Terra can bring. It's Gore, it's Trelly, and it's game number 2 here as the Levi's take on the Scarabs, and it's Rat solo.
Volcanic lightning, so I don't think any sparks will fly. There's not going to be any kill opportunity until level 5 comes through. However, Sam, he is level 5, and there could be some chase down here.
Yeah, this is a good assault so far. There's going to be the double joust.
They got the horses in the back.
It's not even fair, man. He doesn't have a lance. No one gave him the horse. Like, he didn't get to armor up. I don't know if that joust is honorable, but they don't care because they get first blood.
They brought, I mean, it looked like
it's only a little down behind where Hardcore is, and Hardcore only gets a couple of minions, so it's not like it's crazy different. Now, though, do want the fight in mid. Baronic is the target, and look at the damage from Pandatom. Wrong You gets credit for the kill, but we know where that one came from. It's the jungler through and through.
Yeah, Wrong You does get the credit, which puts him over to level 7. He's actually wave cleared so much better.
Yeah, you feel like you can survive, right? You're safe in numbers. And even if you ult in, you feel pretty safe. Speaking of pretty safe, that man drops the Sanctified Fields, is going to be able to pull 2 people in on that, but now has to get out of here. Minions doing their work. Oh no, the Heart Bomb! Well shot by Stuart, and finds the kill. A rotation from Baronic as the Chernabog. Leviathans here, no inbound. That double dash from Terra, man, it's just so safe. And especially when you root people on the way out. Hey, Zapman, ult's down, beads are down. Just the time to gank, but Shinto has come over to help. Sam uses the ult to get out of there. Pandatom's rotated in, looking for the damage, goes for the ult, and is immediately on Stuart. One more auto, gets the kill, and now turns for Sam. Root just shy from Wrong You, but it doesn't matter. Pandatom is able to find the double and help out the duo.
Inbound is still here, but extremely low. Trying to steal this purple buff could be the case, and a little early on the clap there. I was wondering if the rotation would lead the
Cthulhu
Leviathans.
forced to use his ult as the defense, though, right? I mean, it kind of happens occasionally, but that
Zap,
egregious
no.
is big. Zap's going to drop the Sanctified Fields, just trying to stay alive. It actually might help him out. Sam's off the horse. CC
What?
immunity's gone. He's going to turn one around. He might die, but it takes so much to get that going. Pyromancer, meanwhile, for the Levi's Scary, stuck under base. They might not get anything big, but a one-for-one trade.
Finished that item and head right towards that Fury.
I mean, at this point, I just like where their standing is at if you're the Leviathan. In fact, Sam needs to play this carefully. 4-level difference between him and Hardcore. Hardcore is on the branches, and he does not mind diving a tier 1, but that's going to be the blink from Sam. Roots there, but the ult gets used in retaliation. A lot invested to try and kill off Sam. And Zap,
here we go.
well, he's going to get the Sam treatment on the other side of the map. No Sanctified Fields to his name. Beads Egg is used. He's getting good damage, though. Oh, almost threads the needle and gets Baronic, but loses out on that one and drops down for the 3rd time this game.
Yeah, that was looking like the easiest kill of Baronic's life, and then it turned into, guys, help. Like, I thought the stun would have started.
Trudging. It's leg day every day when you're carrying that much. Hey, Panatom, though, might be stuck in a fight. Knock up from Hardcore onto Baronic, and they're going in for it. Transforms into the Cthulhu, uses the ult, but Hardcore is chasing him down, and Shinto joins the fray to get the kill. Now, the chase is on. Great save from Rongyu onto Panatom, but it might not be enough to keep him alive the 2nd time, but it doesn't even matter, because it's a double kill for Shinto. It's a single kill here for Hardcore, and Scary D gets taken down by Zap. It's a 4-for-1 swing, and the Levi's are cheesing.
And it looks like the Levi's are going to go for that tier 2 tower, but I don't think they're going to stop there. This Phoenix is up next. It's up to inbound, the level 13 Terra with Divine Ruin to try and stop this Phoenix from going down, and I don't think that's going to be an easy task.
This is going to be a good-looking Phoenix, though, if you're a Leviathans fan. That man's going to take some damage from it. Hardcore can't really tank it up. They got minions to help it out. Talk about a tall order for inbound. I don't think he has much to worry about. Might not be the place he wants to go, though. He dashes back onto the map. And that inbound, it was his ward that was there, but it might as well have just been a headstone, because that was a great. And didn't pay them any mind either way. The Scarabs now going to try to make up for that, getting aggressive and trying to go on to Zap. They lock him down and they get the kill. Unfortunately for Rongyu, Scarabs blessing onto himself, but it doesn't matter because the kills, they're swinging the other way around. Stewart, last man standing. It's a triple kill for Shinto. Stewart finds some damage back. Make sure that it's not a full force Leviathan. Shinto picks up 4, and the Leviathans win game number 2.
Yeah, with the quadra kill from Shinto, the member who was just farming throughout this game. Still 6-0 with 6 assists, by the way, a part of 12 of the 14, but